Photographers are still safe.
I hear you.
For graphic designers, I think we are 90% right about AI
Repeat,
taking their job.
repeat.
For graphic designers, leave me alone.
For somebody who is a graphic designer, a digital marketing agency, and you are not using AI currently, trust me, your customers will learn how to use that AI, and they will run away from you. Because they already know that the cost of each service that you render to them, that the price of AI in a month can never be compared to that price you're giving them.
Prompt engineering is basically you finding the perfect way to tell the AI chatbot exactly what you want, how you want it arranged, and the specific results that you are looking for. The more refined you can get in your prompts, the better the results you are going to get.
Now, prompt engineering is just like, okay, yeah,
Instruction.
you are meant to speak in this podcast.
I am an aspiring freelancer and I want to make a career doing technical writing in the healthcare space. Because you can be a writer in beauty, you can be a writer in fitness, you can be a writer in healthcare, you can be a writer in engineering.
No, for the graphic designer, they don't already collect their job. Yeah. No reason that one. Graphic designers now, look, if you're a graphic designer now and you have few of your physical customers, Baba, maintain
Hold them tight, please.
You don't rest.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of our podcast. To our returning viewers, welcome. We hope you're having fun. To our new viewers, thank you for joining us today. We hope you are here to stay. Please like and subscribe for more content. We have been talking about AI and tech in general for the past 2 weeks, and we're going to talk about it again this week. Today we are talking about something that I feel like everybody should know about, especially in this new digital revolution of Web3 and the ChatGPTs of the world. Today we are talking about something that is called prompt engineering. It sounds like a big word, but it's really not something that is difficult to grasp. Prompts is something that we do in our day-to-day interaction with people. You send somebody to go get you something from the fridge, send somebody to go to the supermarket to get something for you. You are given an instruction, you receive an instruction, you give out instruction. Just prompts is just basically instruction, right?
Why some people make it sounds like
make it sound complicated, but it's really not. It's actually something very simple that with a little training, with a little research, you can figure out how you can best use it for yourself.
Exactly.
And how you can implement it in your own industry. So
exactly. And prompt engineering is, like I say, this is something we use in our day-to-day lives. But the name prompt engineering is kind of confusing more people. And this is, I think, if we're going to talk about this topic, this is where we need to start from, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because for somebody for somebody that was born in 1970, 1960, if you are telling them what prompt engineering is, you understand? They probably don't understand. Yes. Now, prompt engineering is just like, okay, yeah, you are meant to speak in this podcast. You're being given a command to act on something. Yeah?
Yes.
And the prompt engineering also, I think, is also something like, okay, let me say it in this aspect. Now we are actually talking about it in AI.
Yeah, of course. Right? Of course.
Yeah, but then understanding how it works, understanding that this is what you use on your day-to-day lives, will give you that more free hands. Yeah? In trying to make your own prompts more easy and more comprehensive for you to understand.
Yes.
Now, just imagine that the fact, okay, you're a web developer. Yeah? Web developer does prompt engineering.
With their codes, right?
Codes.
It's true. Right. That's basically their own form of prompt engineering.
Exactly. So, someone who has, someone who has an online store has a prompt engineering. A social media manager, content creator, the prompt engineering is actually in every aspect, in every sector. Yeah, but then you have to understand what it means and how to use it, especially with this new era of AI, and how it can be easy for you to use it to control, not just to control, to use it and make some of the AI tools work for you. So this is a topic that people really need to understand the meaning. Yeah. So the terms prompt engineering sounds so heavy, because even if you are like, I don't know anything about technology, AI or whatever, you just give me that name, prompt engineering.
Yeah.
But I go look you one kind.
Like, what exactly are you talking about?
I'll find out.
Yes. So
You
for us
understand?
to simplify, prompt engineering is basically you finding the perfect way to tell the AI chatbot exactly what you want, how you want
Exactly.
it arranged, and the specific results that you are looking for. The more refined you can get in your prompts, the better the result you are going to get. That is simply it. Now, if you have been following the news this past week, there is this thing that ChatGPT brought out, where you can just upload a picture on the ChatGPT prompt, and and you will tell it to convert that your picture into like a cartoon.
Sorry. I didn't like. For me, I've read about that news, and I wasn't expecting you to talk about it in this
It's
show.
just like a gimmick. Nobody,
You know why?
why?
I feel like ChatGPT is like they're competing with
The graphic designers.
no, for the graphic designer, they don't already collect their job.
Yeah.
Mo no reason that one. Mo no reason that one. Graphic designers now, look, if you're a graphic designer now and you have few of your physical customers, Baba, maintain them.
Hold them tight, please, because
You don't
it's
read.
crazy.
You read now. If you're a graphic designer, you're a photographer, and you have your physical customers that do come to your studio, take pictures and pay you.
I don't even. But for graphic designers, there is a like 90% chance that we are right. But for photographers, I think photographers are still safe.
I hear you.
For graphic designers, I think we are 90% right about AI taking
Repeat,
their job.
repeat.
For graphic designers, leave me alone. I think we are 90%
Lie.
right. But for photographers, I think they are still a little bit safe, because I've seen the kind of pictures that even the latest AI models of today, that is 30th of March 2025. I've seen the kind of pictures that they are bringing out, and the kind of picture that photographers
I'm
take.
bringing that.
Photographers are still ahead.
Now let me
For
tell you
now.
something. Have you used Google Image Generation
I've
Studio?
not used that before.
Bro, do you know that Google Image Generation Studio, I think the 2.0 Flash, which is that current version that people are using now. Yeah? Upload your picture. Probably just a single picture that you have in your phone or you have taken before. Ask that AI to regenerate it in a more moderate way, different styles and different backgrounds, different words, different colors. But they are doing it.
And they're able to do it well.
Very, very well. Just try and go and use Google Image Studio. Try and input your old picture. Put a good prompt, just like what you are discussing now. Probably, if you don't, just write a good prompt of what you want, how you want your picture to look. If you don't know how to give that good of prompt, just explain it to ChatGPT.
I want to do this.
Look at how I want this picture to look. Upload the same picture on ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT to give you a prompt.
And then move the prompts to Google Image Generator.
Move that prompt with that image to Google Image Generator.
Yeah.
And watch the results. Even there is a new AI, and I can't actually remember the name. I think I ran into it about 3 days ago. Yeah, there is a new AI. Look at what it's doing. UGC content creators.
Yeah.
User generative.
Content,
UGC content creators, influencers that actually have to advertise your product.
Yeah.
That can have your product like this and kind of take a picture in the front of the camera.
Yes.
Now that AI tool, something coolly that I can't actually remember, but if I should remember, I will add it in the description of this video. All right? Now, that AI tool, if you are a young girl, a young man, actually you want to use your own face for that brand promotion, right? Take a picture of you, upload it to that AI, right? Give this AI the prompt of generating it. Now, look at it. Let me not make it complicated. You have a picture of your product. Let's say this is a cream, or this is just well, I say a liquid soap.
Yeah.
You have the picture of it. You have your own picture. Upload the both of them to that AI. Give that AI a prompt, right? Asking that AI to use you as a brand ambassador for this product. Generate, different pictures of you holding this product. Give it the actual size you want the pictures to be. If you still want some kind of title or any kind of background designing, in the picture.
It can do that as
like
well.
just like something like the graphic designer did. You understand? That AI will give you entirely all of those things with just one single prompt. Now, this is I am just coming from the fact that you said that photographers
Are still safe.
are still safe and the graphic designers are still safe.
Eh.
Bro, they are safe. Probably it will not be up to 20% anymore. Even marketing agencies.
They are turning to AIs. But we cannot fully, at least in this day and age, we can't fully replace human ingenuity with AIs. AIs are learning by the day. But in as much as I'm trying not to scare people, we should start looking for alternatives. So, but for now, we are still safe. AI cannot really do a lot of things that human beings can do, at least right now.
Bro, we are safe right now. But believe me, before 2025 comes to an end, so many people will complain bitterly about AI. Yeah, I know we are not trying to say like AI is the best. Yeah, what AI is doing in kicking some of the people out of their job is good. No. Just like what we discussed in the last podcast. Our last visitor said, if AI take your job, use AI and make money.
Exactly.
Now, that is a heavy word. Use AI and make more money. Now, this is what it means. It all comes to what topic we have today, which is prompt engineering. The prompt engineering, which is today's topic, is the only thing you need. Yeah? In any of these sectors, you are a graphic designer, you're a photographer, you're a marketing agency. There is a new AI tool. There is a new AI tool for marketing agency now. That AI is Manus AI. Have I talked about Manus AI?
Mentioned it to me once, yeah.
Yeah, Manus AI can actually handle your social platforms as your social manager. That's it. Okay, now look at how it goes. It goes from as little as people might feel that this is not gonna work to a heavy, like a heavy standing out workforce that's actually pulling out what you as a human cannot do, and also standing to work for you almost 24 hours of the day. Now, Manus AI is a comparison of ChatGPT, DeepSeek, and Cloud. Right? Now, the people who built this AI waited for these guys to release theirs, and then look about what this AI can do and what this AI cannot do. They pick the three of them together and compress it as one. Right? Now, that Manus AI, I can remember the last time I used it, which was about last week. It was really, really genius. Now, how is it going to replace you? This is the good question here.
Yeah.
That's just the honest truth. If you are paying $100 for a particular short of video, right? Okay, let me say, if you are paying $100 for just taking one pictures in a photographer studio, and AI can actually give you up to 15, 20, 100 pictures with you uploading one single image of yours, and the AI will give you different types, different positions
of that same picture
that you can select at the end of the day. So trust me, if that AI has given you what you want, are you still gonna go back to that photographer the next time?
Not necessarily.
No, you cannot. You understand? So if these people are still serving their jobs now, you can only serve it more efficiently. I don't
By
know.
utilizing the AI.
By utilizing the AI. You can only serve it more efficiently by utilizing AI. You understand? Yeah. Don't think back and say, Baba, it's too good for what you do. That thing where you're too good for what you do, other people are really making hands out of it. There are people who are using your own knowledge, yeah, to create something that will be more easy for other people to use. So if you think you're too good at something, always make sure you're not being kicked out of the race. When you're good in photographer, learn how to use AI for photographer. When you're good at graphic designing, learn how to use AI for graphic designing. When you are good at video UGC content creation, learn how to use AI for your own UGC content creation. Yeah, this is the only way that AI may not be able to kick you out of your job. Now, being good in all of these things come back to the topic you give us. Prompt engineering.
Yes.
This prompt engineering now is as simple as you want AI to generate this bottle of water for you. The brand is Ever. You go to ChatGPT or whatever AI image generator. It's either you upload this picture of this brand, right, as a reference, or you give a directives that has to do with this brand, and write down, give me a clear art picture of this bottled water. Put it in a grey background. Put it in a dark green background. Put, I think, let me just say, use one of the this physics physics, just add something that will look like an advantage of you drinking this water.
Okay.
You understand, something like that? Add it in the background. Splash this water in the background, like splash the physical water in the background. Put the bottled water inside of
In
it,
front,
in front of the image. This is the same thing that AI is going to give you. Now, mastering this prompt engineering, you don't always have to use, like, you don't wanna calm down. Man, if I go talk this one, I go still make you self still dey lazy. AI go still collect that one from your hand.
Everything is, we are here to dispense knowledge, so you can say it.
Yeah, we are here to dispense knowledge, right? But then, if trying to give all these prompts to the AI generative software you are using is going to be difficult for you, then ChatGPT or whatever chatting bot you are using will also help you. But sometimes I prefer to be more ethical with my prompts.
You prefer to make out the prompt yourself,
Write it according to what I want, right? Just like the someone else I was telling you about. I wanted to write a script about the technologies and how AI revolution is working around the world, right? So I was very, very specific in what I need. Yeah, AI can actually give you 50% of what might be in your mind, or probably 30% of what might be in your mind, if you are asking AI to give you the prompt. But when you calm down on your own, think about what you need, how you want this design to look on this image, how you want this script to be. Write that prompt yourself. You understand? Yeah, instead, after writing it, if you still want to make a use of AI chatbot, after writing it out yourself, ask AI or ask that chatbot system you're using to correct some of the places you made mistakes. And they will arrange the prompt in a more dynamic way that you can use it and get the same result which you have imputed yourself. You understand? So that's Manus AI. I went to about 5 YouTube channel, pick up their YouTube links. Now put it down and ask the Manus AI, go back to the videos they have posted for the last 3 years. Watch them, right? Look at their script, look at their video topic, look at what I do, look at the kind of content I create on my own profile. Write 30 video script focusing on technology and AI revolution in the world, using my own tools according to the videos I make in my page. Generate me 30 video scripts with different topics, addressing 4 important components in that script: the hook, the problem, solution, and the call to action. This Manus AI came back with a very great result.
I gave you exactly what you needed,
Even though it wasn't exactly what I needed, but trust me, this is something, if I should sit down and write out a script, it will take me about 1 month. But with what AI gave me, I can tell you in the next 3 days, I will kind of change all of them to look perfect on what I want. You understand now?
Yeah.
So that is to tell you that AI is heavily coming for people's job. Seriously, it's coming for people's job. And the only way you can actually overcome or kind of be part of the race is you following in what is happening in the AI industry.
Yeah.
You understand? So the prompt engineering is your first step in everything you want to learn about AI.
And how you can be better and stay ahead and not lose out. Speaking of the prompt engine, I actually did a little light I just tested it out to see if the prompt I would give I used DeepSeek. If the prompt I would give me what I'm looking for. I just told DeepSeek that that it should imagine I am an aspiring freelancer and I want to make a career doing technical writing. Because I was trying to be as specific as possible so that the result I would get would be something in that area. Right? Let me start again. I am an aspiring freelancer and I want to make a career doing technical writing in the healthcare space.
Okay.
Because you can be a writer in beauty, you can be a writer in fitness, you can be a writer in healthcare, you can be a writer in engineering. Make a detailed schedule I can follow for the next 60 days. I'm being as detailed as possible. What's that? My handwriting is worse than a doctor's one. Make a detailed schedule I can follow for the next 60 days, including links to free tools and sites I can learn from.
Okay.
That will enable me to earn my first $100 on freelancing websites like Upwork, right? Now make it into a tabular form with a start date, with a date and a to-do list that will not exceed 3 to 4 hours every day, right? Because you have to consider your 9 to 5 on your other applications. So maybe like 2 hours in the morning before you leave, 2 hours in the night when you come back. That way your normal day job is still safe. Yeah. 2 to 4 hours of work per day, starting from Monday, 31st of March, 2025, to be used for the next 60 days. With goals, I have to check off every 15 days. You understand? So for the next 60 days, every 15 days, I have to check off particular goals that I'm going to checkpoints I'm going to meet for these first 15 days. That means the checkpoints here, and I move on to the next phase.
Okay.
You understand? So I'm just being as specific as possible.
You can, okay.
Yes. Including understanding the basics and making a workable portfolio I can send to prospective clients. While I'm learning, I also need to be practicing, and create like a sample of my work that I will send to people that see what I can do or employ me. You understand? Now, when you are done making the table, show it here. Show it here being the DeepSeek platform itself. Yes, first, and then make it into a link I can export to Google Docs that will enable me click there without having to come on the DeepSeek itself. So if I'm not on DeepSeek, I can just go to Google Docs.
You know what you have just done. Sorry to cut you short.
Yeah,
Sorry to cut you short.
Yeah.
You know what you have just done. You have just given AI somebody's job.
I did, ba. I was just trying to make my life easier. I'm sorry.
No, you're giving AI somebody's job.
Yeah.
Because imagine what you did. Yeah, what you did is something that. Let me see who focuses more on this. What you did is not the job of a social media manager. It's not the job of a data analysis. What you did is actually.
I think it's just the job of something a virtual assistant can do.
Virtual assistant?
Yeah.
No.
You just give them a task. I want to do this. Figure out how I will do it. Is that not virtual assistant?
What you did, is a job. What you're giving AI is a job of a business coach.
Abi? I think you're right, so because again, it's supposed to like give me goals and help me understand the basics and within a specific time frame.
People you call mentors, people that you need to pay for them to coach you.
This is what they will give you. This is basically the framework they will give you.
Exactly. This is the framework. Now you're giving that framework to AI. Imagine that if AI can kind of read all these things you said now and give you a great result out of it, that you have.
What am I paying a business coach for, Abi?
That's the point.
Oh, we are paying, unless the business coach is going to give me like actual real life connections. That is still one of the like if I meet somebody like say Dangote and is my business coach, you understand? When he teaches me the ins and outs of the business, he also connects me.
Dangote is not a business coach. Dangote is an entrepreneur.
Yes, we are using him as an example, not really as a as a standard. So I also told the AI when it's done making the table, you should show it on the DeepSeek app first and then give me a link I can use to export
to your Google
to my Google Docs. I don't think I wrote that give me linked parts well because when I clicked on the link it was not working. But every other thing was perfect. Yes, the table
according to
my description.
According to what you wrote.
Yes. I'll show you.
Serious?
Yes, every other thing I wanted it to do for me was actually perfect. I told it to give it to me in a tabular form, it did it. Then when I tried to copy the tabular form into my Google Docs, it didn't come out well. So I now told it to convert that table into bullet points.
Okay.
The same.
Yeah.
So it converted it into bullet points and I was able to, copy the bullet points from the 1 to the 60 into my Google Docs and be able to like tick off each day I complete, I'll tick it off done. Each day I complete, I'll tick it off done. So it was able to give me exactly what I wanted, the goals, the timeline. It even gave me links to website I could go to because I also told it to help me understand the basics, right? The more specific you are, the better the answers are going to get. Since I told it to help me understand basics, I told you that one of my goals was to understand the basics and also create a portfolio I can sell to clients. It gave me a website that can help me create that portfolio, and also give me a website where I can that can teach me how to understand the basics, and also it give me the name of a book I can look for that I can read up on what technical writing is from beginning to the end, which I found very, very
this
yeah,
is entirely what
which I found very, very
prompt
helpful.
engineering
Yeah. So
means.
if you are somebody who wants to
Yeah.
get into technical writing, this prompt that I just read out, just pause and type it into your
No, no, no,
GPT or
no,
your
no, not,
DeepSeek.
not really pause. That would be difficult. But then this is what we'll do. Since you're already written the prompt on DeepSeek, what we're gonna do is this. You will also, if
Copy
you
it out.
need the prompt according to what he just read out now, we'll put the prompt in the description now. Yeah.
Okay,
So you
okay.
can go ahead and copy it
And
from
just
there.
copy it from there, no
Yeah,
problem.
and use it. So I think this is basically what prompt engineering means.
And one thing I also, sorry, so I think I'm
No,
purposely
of
each other
course,
short.
of course.
One thing I noticed with prompts is you don't have to tell it everything
No.
at once. You don't have to have the entire breakdown of what you want
No,
to do
no,
at once.
no.
The more it gives you answers and you read through the answers, the more you are able to what is it called? You are able to refine the prompt and
answers
the
it gives you
request.
and
Exactly,
exactly.
because it said one thing as I was going through the prompt, as I was going through it, after I dropped the prompt and it gave me the answers, I read through the day by day objective. Day one, read up on do research. Day two, do research on the niche. Day three, do research on the platform you want to use. Day four, start making portfolio. Day five, start reaching out to clients. On day 16, it said something like refine your pitch. Day 15 was send out at least 5 pitches, right? After you have learned from day 1 to day 14. Day 15, send out your first pitch. Send out your first 5 pitches. On day 16, refine those pitches. Then I was like, okay, how do I refine my pitch?
Yeah.
You understand? I didn't even think of refining pitch from the first day,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I asked it, I told the DeepSeek, on day 16, you said refine pitch.
Okay.
Give me an example. Give me 2 examples. The first one being of a bad pitch that might most likely be rejected. Then the second one being of a good pitch that has a higher chance of being accepted.
Okay.
And I want you to assume that both pitches have the same portfolio. It has the same work experience.
Okay.
The only difference between the two is the pitch, is the cover letter, right?
Okay.
Pitch, because pitch is basically
Yeah,
the
yeah,
cover letter.
exactly.
The only difference between the first pitch and the second pitch is the content of the pitch itself,
Yeah.
not the sample of the work you will attach to
Yeah,
the pitch,
yeah.
right? So he gave me 2 examples. I read the first one. It was bad. The first one is, hi, I saw you can do this. I saw you and you need somebody
Which
for...
is just a basic.
Yes,
just
I saw you
more
need,
like a basic.
I saw you need somebody for so and so work. I can do it. Here is my sample. You understand? The second pitch was, hi, it was more detailed, giving examples, giving social proof, also giving time frame with which you think that kind of work can be done.
Let me give
You
you a tip.
understand? So if somebody gives me...
Let me give you a tip on
Yeah.
this. Sorry, I'm
No,
cutting down.
continue.
Let me give you a tip on this. Yeah? Whenever you want to write a prompt in any of these chatting boards, DeepSeek, Cloud, ChatGPT,
Manus, when it finally
Manus,
comes out.
yeah.
Is Manus out yet?
Manus is out, but I think it's not being made public.
It's not public yet.
So
Are they still in
actually,
the beta testing phase?
and actually, if you are kind of somebody who is very, very passionate about AI, probably if you are the creator of AI tools, make a request on Manus website. They will give you access code to
Access code.
the tools.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look at what I'm saying. Whenever you're giving a prompt, right, to AI, something maybe let's say something like this pitch you're talking about now. At the end of your prompt,
Yeah.
at the end of each of your prompts, ask the AI chatbot to make it or to keep it narrative.
Right.
Do you know why that is important? It's more like it's gonna be writing according to your own sense.
It will sound like somebody's actually telling you.
Good.
Somebody's
No.
explaining it
No,
to
if you're just giving it a basic prompt of give me this, give me that, do this, do that. AI is AI now.
It will do it.
No, AI is AI. At the end of the day, it will still generate you something like a machine, like something like if the next person is reading it, you actually know that this is a machine.
It was written by machine.
You understand? You know that this is AI. But yeah, when you put that when you input that prompt of write it in a generative way or in a generative form.
In a narrative.
In a narrative form.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's gonna come back with a good result that feels like human being
Something
wrote
the
that
human
thing.
being told
Yeah.
you.
Now at the end of the day, you can refine it in changing some of the words, right? Replacing some of the things the AI said into the ones you think, even though the client or whoever you are trying to send that pitch to is asking you questions about, you can be able to defend it. You understand?
Right.
But now,
Right.
adding make it in a narrative way or write it in a narrative way at the end of your prompt is helping so many AI chatbots give you something very more okay than the basic prompt you are just giving that to them.
Yeah. Yeah. So the exact word I used for that day 16 redefining pitch thing was I basically told it on day 16 you mentioned refined pitch. I wrote refined pitch in quotes.
Yeah.
Give me two examples of how a pitch can be refined.
Okay.
The first one should be a pitch that would most likely be rejected, and the second pitch should be one that would most likely be accepted, right? The portfolio in the two should be the same, but the way the pitch is sent out should be drastically different, with the second one being better. That's how it gave me those two examples, and the second one is actually something I've seen like on YouTube when I've been checking out how to like present pitches in business meetings, because when I was still working in sales, I needed to know how to just talk to clients, right? I can't just tell them I'm the sales rep for so company, come and buy. I needed to give them a reason, because you're not the only company making biscuits, you're not the only company making detergents, you're not the only company making paracetamol,
Exactly.
right? So why should I buy your paracetamol over another person's paracetamol? Why should I buy your detergent over another person's own? So I didn't know all these things leaving my house after NYC. I just needed to, know how to pitch myself. So the idea that DeepSeek actually gave me, the framework of the advantage of me over the other, is it the advantage based on price, is it based on time, is it based on quality, all those things, things I've seen before. So in its own way, to DeepSeek is actually like bringing back the knowledge of the things I've known before and helping me refine it and make it better. So yeah, I'm really grateful for at least for in as much as AI is a scary thing that people are afraid of it taking their job, I'm grateful for just this one thing.
You are grateful for it because you're utilizing it.
I'm utilizing
For
it,
somebody that doesn't know anything about AI that feels like their job is still safe, bro, you cannot be grateful for it. That's the truth now. You cannot be
Yeah.
grateful for it. If there is anything you need to do today, this is learning how to use AI.
Yeah,
Learn how to use AI automation. Learn how to use AI prompts. The prompt is basically the first thing you need to learn about AI. Now, if you are very knowledgeable about prompt engineering, you can actually work with any company.
Yes.
Yeah, because trust me, even though companies are using AI tools to replace some of their workers, now there are still workers who will operate with those AI tools. Now you can be one of them. Now this is how simple it could be. Learn how to use prompt engineering. There are series of YouTube videos online there waiting for you to watch. Go out and watch it. It's not in my channel. It's not in our channel. Now this is other people who are very more knowledgeable on AI than us, right?
So I'm just here to help you along the process.
This show is basically to talk about tech,
Yes.
talk about what AI is doing and what it's not doing. Yeah, and I believe so many people are still finding this helpful.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though you are not watching it to the end, we pray that you watch it to the end someday and get something valuable out of it. Now, if you feel like AI is taking your job, AI cannot really take your job. Now, this is what you can do: learn the prompt engineering from
And
all
apply
these
to your
videos.
own industry.
You understand? Create a portfolio that shows you know how to use this AI tool and do this. Find the intensive ones that you know people are really using, like ChatGPT. If you tell me that you are an email marketer and you're very knowledgeable about ChatGPT as an email marketer, companies are gonna hire you. Now it doesn't just end there. Once you learn this once you learn how to use this AI tool and their prompt engineering, learn the other one. Have at least 10 AI tools that you know you can use very well. Trust me, in the next 5 years, 10 years, you will still be in the industry. When other people are complaining about AI delaying them of their job, you are still getting the job with AI. That's just the honest truth. You understand? So prompt engineering is basically the first thing for you to start. And the second thing is you understanding how to use those AI to, even though you know how to use prompt engineering. it doesn't just end about you using prompt engineering. Yeah, prompt engineering is the first step. Now, second step is about you knowing how to use AI tools. Yeah, learning how to use AI to start with prompt engineering. But after that, I think in the next video, we'll also talk about how you can learn them. And this is going to be a task from me and the audience to you.
Oh, to me?
Yes.
To me in particular?
Yes.
Are they going to pay me for my services?
This is what you help us. They're not paying you. They're not paying you.
Pay me for my services and I'll do it. I'm not free.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Now,
but I can do it, so it's not a problem.
Yeah, that's okay. I know it's something that you can do. In our next video, right? Try to give us at least 20 AI tools that people can actually learn from today.
Okay.
That you think in the 2025 and upcoming years is going to be useful to people. Companies are going to be needing people who knows how to use them and the rest of it. I believe that we should end this episode here.
Yes, we have taken enough of your time. Thank you guys so much for sticking with us this week. We hope that you will come back next week and watch us rant again. As usual, I am Sylvester. This is Victor. We love you and
bye bye. See you in the next episode.